Hello everybody, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday, tip number 4 for self-development and personal growth. My name is Sherry Homeyoun. This video is going to be up on my personal website, www.sherryazhomeyoun.com. Today I'm bringing a special book from my personal heart, from my life, to you, and that is The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. This book, without a doubt, came into my life for a purpose. And people wonder, they say, well, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? And then you wake up one day and you realize, wow, these things start to make sense. Everything that's happened to me in the past, the things I'm interested in doing now, all of a sudden I'm seeing these creative ways to express it. And I talked to so many clients lately about, the power of this book and the power of following these agreements, what they can actually do for your life. And if you like to talk about it, I say share this video with anybody that is looking for an awesome book, a feel-good book, a book that's going to get you thinking, easy to read, be done with it in a couple hours, and then feel like you want to read it over and over. It's just that good. That is the 4 Agreements right here. Now, more importantly, what Don Miguel Ruiz talks about in this book is even better. He talks about these 4 agreements that you make with yourself. And what happens is your world starts to open up. And you're not taking things personally. You're not making assumptions. You're all of a sudden just going with the coolness. Your life becomes easy. You start to flow in ease. When people do things and say things to you, you're not taking them personally. You're not going out and gossiping and spreading, all these nasty things. You're impeccable with your word. Like the first agreement, right? Be impeccable with your word. What you say it without sin. I love to speak to people that are gossiping, or I pinpoint it and I say, would you think that if someone heard you saying these things, they'd be happy? And they say, of course not. And I say, well, why are you saying them? What is your purpose? People don't know how to justify gossiping without talking about themselves and what happened to them. Because usually they'll say, oh, well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. They just pissed me off. That's a sign that somebody's got some other issues, might want to pick up this book. Being impeccable with your word is not doing that. Being impeccable with your word is being nice, is complimenting people, is not becoming that yeser that says yes to everything. You actually stand in integrity and you say things and you set yourself up for success and not for failure. So second step is really not taking things personally. As you're starting to build these relationships with other people, as you're starting to meet new people, you might find that you're going to get hurt here and there. You're going to get disappointed. You're going to start to get burned by someone and be like, ooh, they purposely did that to piss me off. Or they purposely didn't call me up on my birthday because they're still not talking to me. And this type of mentality is something you want to acknowledge because you're taking things personally. The best thing is when I listen to people talk about why they're upset with someone, when really you just ask them, do you find like you're taking what he did personally? Do you know what went on? Well, no, I know he didn't mean to do that. I know he didn't. I assume he didn't mean to do that. And that's what I start to say. I say, oh, you assume. Do you know for a fact, or do you make the assumption that you know how this person has felt? Because let's look at the 3rd agreement. Do not make assumptions. That's hard. We assume everything in this world. And that's why it's so important to actually take a look at it and say, all right, if I don't want to make an assumption, what do? You start to ask questions. You don't look at the phone and be like, ooh, when is he going to text me? Oh, when's she going to text me? No, just send out the text message. Do your best. It starts to flow because then Don Miguel Ruiz is going to talk to you about doing your best. When you do your best, you leave no room for regret. How amazing is that? You do your best, and at the end of the day, you say, okay, it is what it is. Life goes on. I did my best. There's nothing more I could do. And it's just a sense of relief and this sense of release. When you take a deep breath at the end of the day and you said, okay, I followed my agreements. I was impeccable with my word. I didn't take anything personally. I didn't make assumptions. I was asking questions, and I really did my best. So at the end of the day, I'm okay. And this book right here is just a practical guide to learning these agreements. And when you can start to really identify these agreements and where you can implement them into your life, everything changes. Everything changes. So I encourage you, if you don't have this in your library already, or if you do, just pick it up and roll to an agreement and read it. Update yourself. This book will never go out of style. This book is one that will be passed along for years and years and thousands and trillions of years. It all starts with you. Okay, so have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you guys all next week. Take care.